Namaskaram friends. So in this video I am going to talk about time and try to open its another dimension. So in today's video let I am going to talk about thoughts of the human being, or you can say evolution of our mind with respect to time. So as time going on, lots of activities are going on in the whole creation. So the impact of all the higher energy, lower energy are directly or indirectly impacts human mind. So as times go on, as evolution takes place, our mind becomes sophisticated. So this process is going on, but also people who are conscious and who invest their time in, you can say, exploring the dimension of mind and try to perceive higher dimension, mind of that people is become sophisticated. And it is not only perception, it is also vary on the basis of in which region you live, on which type of food you consume, which type. For example, if you live in a northern India, that means you have to consume where you live, food around, or you can say food grains around that region. If you live in southern India, consume fruit and food grains which are indigenously produced. If you live in America, that means nowadays there are many export activities going on. So through export we can export anything from any other part of the region to our region very quickly and very fastly. But this is not good for our health, because where we see our body is not completely, you can say our body is a soil body. Okay, and what we eat, like fruit, vegetable, and what other material we eat, it come from the soil. So if your body is made up of this soil, because you born here, and if you consume types of soil which your body is made up of, then it is directly make your body a good healthier, and each and every cell become more sophisticated and help in opening the new dimension of mind. So it doesn't mean that if you born in region always consume food of that region. No, wherever you go, wherever you live, so and how many, you can say, step or which area you cover through walk or through travel or you through whatever region, consume food of that region. Because if you constantly travel here and there, you can say environment of that region, soil of that region become part of your body, and what you consume automatically settle with you. Okay, that means travel wherever you want, but consume food where you go, local food of that region. When you move to, like, USA, consume food of that region. If you move to Europe, consume food of that region. If you are a traveler, you have a no settled ground, then where you travel, in which region travel, try to consume food of that region, because you are a soil body. So where you travel, let's say you travel in a desert, that means there not so much fruit crops, vegetable crops and other food grains are available. But like, say, whatever material which is near about you, let's say near about your radius, consume that. That means you are living in Africa, so fruits which are near about that region, in that region is a completely desert, no fruit or vegetables are found, but try to consume fruit, vegetable which are most nearer to that region, because your body is more susceptible, more adapted to the area where you live or where you travel. And if you consume food, fruits or material which is grown up from the soil at that period of time, then your body behave in a miraculous way. Okay, so time play a very significant role. Time play a significant role because in which time period where you live, because your body is a soil body, so what type of food you consume is directly dependent on time as well as region, as well as what types of activity you do. For example, you are a traveler and you try to just make business out of it, then your mind work in a certain way. If you are a traveler and you try to open different dimension of mind and try to know anything, try to explore anything and spread this knowledge in the whole world, whatever technology you have, then your mind work in a completely different manner. That means in terms of time, in terms of activity, in terms of what performance you do, your mind work in that manner completely. So that's why I directly associate time with your soil body as well as in which region you live. So region, time as well as your body is completely or directly linked with one another and each other. So it doesn't matter so that people who are going outer space or in ISS or wherever they go, they impact of higher energy or impact of that you can say whatever forces present in that area directly impacts your body. That's why people who go, for example, in travel, let's say they go on Mars. So Mars, we know that there is no life form till now. We do not explore or any life form. So people who go from Earth to Mars, their changes in their body is very dramatic as compared to people who are live on planet Earth. This again doesn't mean that you do not go or you can say explore area, but there are different methods. You have to first ensure that your body is in a good state. Then only you are travel as far as possible. Let's say you want to go on Mars. So variety of things are needed for your body to keep you a healthy body. That's why in ISS people do exercise and they consume food, and they, you can say, take food from all parts of the earth, because when you go on a Mars, and the earth is the nearest planet where life form exists. So you can take fruit from any part of that and you consume it, because from Mars distance of earth is similar for all part of the region. But when you travel on planet earth, then you have to consume material which is as nearer to you as possible. Physically our machine is capable of, mentally we are capable of going to the core of the creation, but physically till now we are going till moon now, but not on other planets, because life is not possible there. So there is a less possibility of surviving of human at that place. That's why we send machine and send satellites, and through that we try to explore the different dimension of the creation. So and also people say that when you live near a black hole, then time go very slowly time go very fastly as compared to people who live on planet Earth. For example, planet Earth time go very fast, but on near black hole time go very slow. That means if 50 years passed on planet Earth, or near black hole, let's say only 1 or 2 minutes is passed. So time, there is also a magic of time here. So time is a dimension which directly and each and every moment in our life impacts, and for any person in terms of experience it's varies. So today I tried to open the dimension of mind. So how it varies? Because see, we have 8 billion people, and all these people are spread on all over the continent, all over the planet Earth. That means in Asia, in Europe, in Africa, in North, South, Antarctica, and places which are very suitable for life form to thrive. If you compare mind, on any issue, whatever possible or whatever people are capable of till now exploration, people who are living on a region where life is thriving on its full potential, many spiritual leaders, or you can say many people who are as capable or as sophisticated as are coming out of that region. For example, in India is falling in the region where life form, or you can say different variety of plants, variety of animals are living there or thriving there. So human mind of that region, people of that region is very sophisticated and very complex, and they are able to solve problem as quickly as possible and without lots of effort, because with minimum effort they produce, their impact is very maximum. But when you talk on any issue with an Indian man and with an European man, there is a lots of difference on, let's say, on space issue. Many European agencies, many American agencies, many Japanese agencies send their satellite, their their spacecraft in the space to understand the mystery of the creation, to explore the life form. But in India, every child worships Shiva, that which is not, and who represent the core of the whole creation, in every dimension, whatever a human mind are able to perceive, whatever how many types of dimension human beings are capable of open, that dimension people people worship Shiva from 15 to 16,000 years ago, and that represent the whole, you can say, non-empty space which is created or which is exist in this planet. That means European, or you can say Western people, with you can say they produce less impact with large effort, but Indians put, you can say, large impact is created with very less effort, and it is required, because any machine which has less friction is a good machine. In that manner, if any human mechanism, any life form with less number of you can say effort, if they produce, if their impact is very significant, then we consider that is a good thing. Okay, so and here come a role of your mind and your time. Nowadays, when you see, when you hear news, and when you travel here and there, when you watch any movie on any issue which is common for every human being. Common is humanity. Everyone is human being. So when people try to talk on humanity, about life, what is happening within us, what is going on outside us, what is time, what is space, who is creator, who is creation, many explanations given by people in all parts of the region. But the most correct, or you can say the most relevant, and which is near the truth, is the talks of spiritual gurus of India, the talks of their concept, because they are working from very ancient time on this mechanism. And for any human being, understanding this mechanism is the all. If you understand this mechanism in its true form, then exploring, or you can say knowing anything, become very easy. Any issue, if you take any issue and try to go to its core is you want to live a good full-fledged life on this planet Earth, and try to explore each and every mystery of the creation, and for that you try to open each and every dimension of the mind. Let's say you understand art, you invest your time and your life in art, you want to know about the nature, you want to know about the creation, you want to know about the space, you want to explore each and every dimension about your mind, about your body. But basically everything is related to life. How? Because for you, for me, I am a life form. So things which are directly help me in living a full-fledged life, I try to know about them. And there is not an atom in this creation which is not directly related with you. That's why human being try to know everything, and time play a very significant role in all this, you can say all this happening. Because when you understand time, when you know its dimension, and when you know its impact on your life, then only you know that whatever how many number of dimensions are open, how many types of subjects we read, how many types of activity you do. But basically the core is your life and your time. Your time is limited, but you can enhance your energy. With the enhancements of energy, many people experience 100 years as a million years, because in terms of their activity, in terms of their impact, in terms of their you can say experience of the creation. That's why I always emphasize on time, and I always emphasize on human mechanism. Because when you see in the world, there are 8 billion people, and they do different activity. Some invest their time in education, some in health, some are doctors, some are engineers, some are artists, some, when you see at a school level, some are, you can say, teacher, some are painters, some are making temples, some are architects, some are sculpture. That means using this mechanism, using your mind, using your body, whatever activity you are capable of doing, you can do it. But for that it is required that how dedicated you are, how disciplined you are. Whichever thing you see in this creation is, when you see the whole creation, 2 or 3 things come in your mind. First, who created the creation and who created the us? Are we part of this creation? Are we a separate species? But when you look the activity of your mind, your body, then you know that everything is related in such a manner, that in such a, you can say, complex manner, that you cannot separate yourself from the other species. Like when you want to travel, you need some space, you need some peacefulness, you need some flowers. That means everything is helping you in your effort of travel. Okay, when you try to meditate, then means a peaceful environment is needed, a good quality air is needed, a good sunshine, a good or good energy is needed, no disturbance is needed. So everything is helping you. When you try to use your five senses, that means you try to smell different things. That means each and every flower help you in collecting the data about smell. When you try to, you can say, collect data about the taste, that means different fruit, vegetable and other things are present in the creation is help you in experience the data related to taste. That means through five senses, whatever data you want to gather, everything is present in the creation. That means everything help you in terms of experience, in terms of your five senses as well as your beyond your five senses. That means just apply what I can say, just understand yourself completely and try to understand yourself in a fully manner. Then only you realize that what is you and what is outside you. Everything is one energy, because everything is directly and indirectly so much connected that whatever you want to know, whatever you want to experience, you can only experience using your mechanism as well as things which are present in the creation. If you want to smell, but there is no such thing as, let's say there is no such thing as smell, then what is the purpose of your nose? Just breathe in, breathe out. When you breathe in, air is of a good smell or of a bad smell. So you have a five senses, you have a different chakras in your body, you have a different, you can say, you have a millions of spore on your body, you have a trillions of cell in your body. Each cell, each spore, each senses, each chakra, everything is helping you in understanding the mystery of the creation, if you are willing to. And how you are willing, if your each and every cell always try to explore different things, always try to seek different things, know different things. So it is your responsibility that understand your mechanism and help this mechanism to live a good full-fledged life on this planet Earth. Your eye want to see let's say first I'm going to talk about your five senses. Your eyes always want to see different types of color, different types of things. So when you travel, you see different types of plants. So the whole picture, you can say the whole shape of the plant, how it looks, how big it is, everything is that image is directly, the data of that image is directly downloaded in your mind. Your eye always, when you see different things, different types of things, your eye is capable of collecting variety of data, you can say infinite amount of data in terms of seeing, in terms of visual apparatus. For example, you see this leaf, so the structure of this leaf, color of this leaf, feeling, color of this leaf, structure of this leaf, its shape is the data of that its structure, its shape, its color is directly downloaded in my mind. When I see tree, its shape, okay, its color, its architecture, everything is downloaded in my mind. That's why when you want to solve problem related to shape, so when you travel in the whole creation, you see different types of shapes which a human being is capable of. That's why people made microscope to see smaller things which our naked eye is not capable of, and then people build macroscope to see bigger things which our eye is not capable of seeing, because it is as far as that our normal eye cannot see it, and a smaller thing which is as small as that our normal eye cannot see. That's why we build microscope to see smaller things, and then we build macroscope to see larger things, and also things which are a normal eye can see, can perceive, can comprehend. So in nature you see different things. You see plants, you see rocks, you see flowers, you see leaf, its shape, its size, its color, its you can say architecture, everything you see, and the all shape of all types of things are data of all types of these things is downloaded in our mind, downloaded in your mind. That's why if you try to use your five senses, try to see as many types of things as possible, of different shape, of different size, of different color, of different you can say it's different types of architecture. Because when you see different types of things, then data, when you have large amount data, then you analyze the data, then you are very near the truth. Let's say you never see any rock, When people talk about a rock, this is just a word in your mind that rock is something, but you never see it. So you have to first, before starting education, you have to travel in which area you live or on which topic people talk. First try to explore that area by your own. When a topic is going on rock, first travel and try to see rock, experience rock, feel rock in your perception, and then try to understand it. Because nowadays when you go in the wherever you go, in education, in school, in university, in coaching institution, or wherever we go, people talk about tree, people talk about rock, but they never spend time near tree or near rock. People talk about river, but they are very, you can say, not even in a week, not even in a month they are near about any river. When you talk about a river, when you talk about a plant, when you talk about a rock, first of all you have to experience that thing in your mind in its natural form. Because just seeing rock on the internet or in the book, or see, or you can heard its sound, it is not going to produce any result. Because who write it, or who make a video on it, or who tell it, if that person just tell it and do not spend their time on that you can say object, that means he is just reading from somewhere else and just imparting this knowledge to you. So this is not a actual knowledge, this is not a good knowledge. If anyone talk about rock, that means if actually you are talking about rock, that means when you travel here and there, and when you sit somewhere, you see an object. If I go to its initially, let's say I am going to talk about a rock. In terms of, see, time play in the whole conversation, time is there. Without time nothing exists, but it is a dimension of time. For example, let's say if I am going to I utter a sound rock, that means that sound produced from within me when I see any object, and that energy of that object and energy of my matches, and a sound is produced from within me that for that object this sound is appropriate. And then I associate this sound to that object, and in our conversation, when I try to open any dimension, or when I try to solve any problem, then whenever I utter rock, then I realize that that object and object of that energy and my energy matches, and a sound produced from within me about that subject, and this is rock. So see, I produce a sound because I thinking something, I recording a lecture on time, so I think about sound and I produce it. Because if I not read it, not hear it, or not experience it, if I just read from a book and tell you, so this is not a knowledge, this is just, you can say, I read from somewhere and give you you can say, convert that, let's say I read from it book, so convert it in the form of audio or video. No, actually if you want to understand the time, so understand its each and every dimension. Sound is a dimension of time, sound is a dimension of time, because at time process different sounds are produced. For example, when air is blowing, one sound is produced. When bird is chirping, one sound is produced. When dog is barking, one sound is produced. When vehicle is moving, one sound is produced. When I am talking, one sound is produced. Within us, infinite sounds are produced in terms of blood flow, in terms of you can say heart is beating. In the cosmos, there are variety of sounds. When planet is moving, when different asteroid hit another asteroid, when asteroid hit planets, when different types of galaxy moving, that means sound is present in the whole creation, and it is a one dimension of time. So if you want to know about time, and when I try to open a dimension of time, and it's a subpart sound, that means there are many ways through which I give you a lecture on sound. I read from somewhere else and I impart this knowledge to you. But when I read something from there, that means anyone experienced it, written on it, even if some dimension of sound are not yet experienced by anyone. But if human beings are capable of exploring all the energy which are not yet explored, not yet, you can say, experienced, and you impart that knowledge in it, it doesn't mean that you experience in the morning and impart this knowledge currently. I experience something at the moment, and just that energy converted in terms of sound, and I produce it. Okay, So when I talk about sound, that means different types of sound. So I have to first I impart this knowledge to you. That means using my mechanism, I have to experience or open the dimension of sound and try to know it in its full form. For that matter, I have to keep my physical, mental, energy, emotional and bliss body in a good state, so that by using that machine, I try to experience the sound and then try to tell you what it actually is. So when there is no word, just simply sit. If you just simply sit, that means sound is, you hear sound within you, because you have a mind. You collected the data about sound using your ears. So through in ear we have a different types of types of senses, and each and every sense in our ear is capable of, you can say, discriminating different sound, and also downloading data about different sounds. Because sounds of bird is different than my sound, sounds of vehicle is different than sounds of air. Okay, sounds of, you can say, when two rocks are colliding, or when two men are fighting, and when music is going on, when songs are playing. So each and every sound is different. Basically, sound, when a music is produced, it is a sound produced by within you when you are in a joyful state. Like when you hear sound of different sound, when people are in a good state, they produce different sound. When they are in a bad state, they produce different sound. And it also depends on the situation. In a war situation, different types of sound is produced. In love situation, different types of sound produced. When you do yoga, different types of sound produced. When you can say talk about two people, different sound is produced. That means there are infinite types of sound, and it's completely depend about the creator's creation, because you are the part of the creator's creation. So whatever is sound produced, it directly depend on time, because as time passes, different sounds are produced. Because as time passes, evolution takes place, and we become a such type of human being, and as evolution we are capable of producing this sound. Maybe 1000 years ago different types of sound is produced. So when we record these types of sound and collect its data, and we try to hear it and try to experiment of it, we understand it. Everything is the mystery of the creation. Everything is the mystery of creation. And as creation goes on, as time go on, evolution take place, many sounds are destroyed and many new sounds are created. So in this manner, it is again, sound is a subpart of time, but it is so mystical that it comes from within you. And you hear, you download data about the sound with your eyes, and you spread this knowledge with the help of your mouth, and everything is come from within you, and all types of data is stored in your mind. That means no other machine on planet Earth is capable of recording all types of sound, even if it records from subtle, from very subtle, from very surface, from very coarse, from very subtle to very gross, it is not experiencing that sound. Even if in future we made that thing, it is like us. Because what we made, till now, what material we use to make a machine, creator used different types of material to made you. Okay, that means you are made by the creator, machine is made by you. If you are using the same material as creator uses to make you, then it is very much possible that you make a machine which is capable of exploring, or which is capable of downloading data which is as similar to as you. But till now it is not possible. Maybe it is possible in the future. That means you make a machine which is more sophisticated, more complex than you, and are able to do tasks which you are not capable of, because creator made you using different types of material. If you made a machine using different types of material which is not present in your body by making you, then you take this knowledge with the help of the machine and impart this knowledge in you. It is very much possible that we made a machine which is more better than us, but more better than us, but its thought, its thinking is come from within you. So it is never that it is automatically produced. It is directly, it is the thought, you can say, it is come with from your mind. That means again your mind becomes superior. It is much better than in different manner, but it never compete with your mind, because whatever you make, first that idea come in your mind. And when this idea come in your mind, if this idea come in your mind, if different types of cell, different types of energy is functioning with you, that's why different idea come. No, on the basis of that idea you build a machine. On the basis of that idea you build a machine. So how much sophisticated a machine is, it produced from this machine. So till now this machine is the most sophisticated. Whatever think of, even if we think of creator, even we think about creation, even if think about God, think about different energy, different dimension, everything is, you can say, manifestation of our idea, which is produced in our mind, in our thought process. By meditation or by yoga, we download different types of energy, and each energy help us to explore different dimension. And by using this technique, by using this technology, we build a machine. Nowadays debate is going on, a robot is more sophisticated and doing more work more than a human being. It may be possible, because we have a limited amount of time and we want to know many things. That's why we build machines, so that task which we are not capable of doing, that machine is doing, and we do task which we are good at it. For example, we make God. In India, people make God, so that they are not capable of doing things with the help of themselves. Then they make a God, and with the help of that machine, they are doing that task very easily, very smoothly. So you made a machine. Your energy, your each and every cell in your body, every higher energy you download from meditation through yoga, you use all the energy, all the activity of yourself, all your thought process, everything, and you build a machine, so that you focus on topics which matters for you. And you can say, try to work or try to give your machine a task which you are not interested in, because your time is limited. You try to do things in this through this machine, and using through this life, you want to do variety of tasks. So you know that, for example, on daily basis, if you give your task of by your own, you read, you make food, you wash cloth, you travel, you earn money, everything, but it is not possible because you have a limited amount of time. So in limited amount of time, you build different types of machines, so that machine do different things which you do not want to spend your time or invest your time on it, and then do things which you actually want to do, or you can say, as this life, what this life is capable of doing as higher as possible. You can say, if you explore the most complex, most sophisticated dimension which is a human being is capable of, and when you explore it and try to spread it, many obstacles come in your you can say in your path. Then you made machines, so that you invest time, you dedicate your time on things which really matters to you, and you try to devote your whole life and time on it, and other tasks which are very necessary, very essential, so that you live a good life, and on time you can say finish your activity. That's why you build different machines, so that they do your task. Like we build robot, so that memorizing process, we do not memorize many things, and all the data is, you can say, all the data we put in the machine, and on with the help of artificial intelligence and with the help of coding, we make a Google machine, so that whatever type of data you put, all types of your past history, and at any point of time, if you want, it speak, it show you the video, it tell you the data. That means you do not keep everything in your head. Do not keep everything in your head. You can say, always keep your head empty, and because whatever happened in the whole creation, from time immemorial, from minus infinity to infinity, and what is going to happen in the future, and what is happening till now, through memory, through experience, and through imagination, you are capable of downloading everything through meditation, through thinking, and or you can say just by simply opening different dimension of mind. That means do not even overburden you with thought, with memory, because we have the capability, we have the capacity that we build different machine for different tasks, and invest our time on things which really matters for you, or as well as for a life form. not only for you, for a life form. We build different machines so that it help other people that do not memorize. For example, nowadays in school people try to memorize and get some good number, and they do a job in a company, and then they invest their time or spend their time on it. No, we have to explore area where we have to apply, or you can say we have to invest our time, so that we open different dimensions of it, and we build different machine, not only in the form of a car, in a mobile, in a laptop, or in a plane, or that. No, in terms of God also, we make machines so that whatever problem people are facing, we have to solve it. If people want to know about the emptiness, so you just do not give him a car and give that and tell that no, if you ride the car, you know emptiness. No, whatever types of problem people are facing, whatever types of you can say dimension available in the creation, you have to make your machine, you have to make your, what I can say, mechanism is such a good state that you are capable of exploring, you are capable of opening all the dimension. Because through this machine, using your mind, only using this machine, you are capable of knowing whatever you want to know in the whole creation. That means you have to, on daily basis, you have to update your machine so that whatever you want to know, whatever activity you want to do, you do. Okay, nowadays, for example, robot help you in doing work which you generally do not want to do, or invest your time on it and try to open new dimensions which are not yet explored, or even if you explored, it is not in your perception, or you not perceive it. That means you try to perceive all the dimension of life, and if you perceive something and you think that it is in future, you do not want to remember it, or you do not try to overburden that thought on your mind, then you put that thought in the machine, and wherever you want, you download it from it, and then tell it to the people or show it to the people. In the same manner, the whole creation is a machine, and everything happen in the whole creation, from the first creation till last creation, before the first creation, after the last creation, everything is present in the creation, everything is present in the cloud. So whatever you want to download, whatever you want to know, just pay attention on it, focus on it, you automatically, as far as you can say back you go on, or as far as in future you want to go on, you are capable of. Just, you can say, just meditate and try to open the dimension with the help of your mechanism. There is no need that put your data on, because till now whatever machine we made, it has a limitation, that number of TB, that number of GB, that number of data, that is limited. But the creation is unlimited. That means infinite amount of data is present in the creation. Whenever you want to download it, but through different mechanisms. Using our mobile, using our laptop, you download data using the internet and using the electricity. That means different forces working on it. But when you download data about the whole creation, which is not yet present on the laptop, on the computer, or in the mind of every human being, but it is present in the creation, and with the help of that, every creature is capable of downloading it. But for that, it completely depends on how, you can say, how intensely you seek, or how much time you dedicate on that. So I hope I go so much deep on this arena, but I hope you enjoy this lecture and you love this lecture. So namaskaram, thank you.